For those of you looking for any good news in the car market, you're not going to find it in the used car segment. Sorry to break it to you. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in and listening as always. So today I wanted to talk about an article I recently saw about the used car market. It's from Yahoo Finance and it's labeled "Used car prices jump most since May 2023 and could push higher as inventory shrinks." It goes on to say, used vehicle prices have been rising month over month since September's report, and this month's 2.2% gain was the largest monthly jump since May 2023 when prices jumped 3.2%. Now, to give you a general perspective, this article goes with this statement. During the pandemic, used vehicles were on a tear. Used car prices rose more than 40% annually in both June and July of 2021, and again in January and February of 2022. Prices for used cars and trucks are still at 23.6% higher than they were in July of 2019. So to give you guys a general idea of what's going on, the average used car price at the end of 2024 was about a little over $25,000, which is high but nowhere near the peak in 2022. So it has been on a downtrend ever since. Now, from what I've been seeing, it seems like there's a two-trend market going on. More desirable cars are staying close to their peaks or have very modest declines, while lesser quality vehicles in the used car market are losing value. And this is because there aren't a lot of quality cars in the used segment. The variety and the quality is just as low as the inventory. However, with that being said, I think the current rise may also be due to more quality vehicles being on the market now. My anecdotal experience is I see a lot more of the desirable used cars on sale. This might be another reason why prices are going up, and it sort of makes sense. I think some of the people holding on to their quality used cars are starting to sell. I'm seeing more Honda Civics, more Toyota Camrys, RAV4s being listed. I'm also seeing more 2019s and 2020s as well as more lower mileage vehicles. Now, they're still overpriced, but at the very least they're still readily available, which wasn't the case in my local area about a year ago. Now that the supply for Hondas and Toyotas are getting a little bit more stable, it's possible people are looking to buy new and are using the cash they get from the sale on their old Honda or Toyota as a down payment. Let me know if you guys are noticing the same thing. Now, just like with the new car market, the used car market has a lot of uncertainty. The tariffs, if they go through, could cause a shortage, which could cause massive spikes in the price of used cars. On the other hand, we also have Ford with a glut of inventory. They could potentially be putting out massive discounts to move their previous year units. I spoke about it in another video, but they have about 138 days of supply, and a lot of trucks are piling up on their dealerships. Jeep and Ram have about 130 days of supply, and there are rumors that they might get more aggressive with rebates on previous year models. So there are both headwinds and tailwinds, so it's really anybody's guess where the market will go, but my prediction is that prices will slowly continue to go up in the next few months. This is because, like I said, I think a lot of people want to cash in on the high resale value of their used vehicles that they've been driving for the past few years. And for a lot of people, there are certain markers that they attach to the value of their car, like it still being under 100,000 miles or 150,000 miles, or it being a certain age. So they try to sell it because they see it at its peak value, and they feel like if they continue to drive it, that there might be a massive depreciation on it if it goes above a certain mileage or a certain year. And for some people, even if the new car they want to get into is overpriced, they'll still consider it if they can get a good chunk of cash from the sale of their used vehicle. I don't think that's a good idea, but I can see a lot of people doing that. Now, you also have to take into consideration, as more time passes on, the used car inventory will start to stabilize to pre-pandemic levels. So even though supply is going to get real low for the next year or two, there will eventually be an uptick. In fact, this article by MSN labeled "Why There is No Relief Ahead for High Used Car Prices" states, "The number of vehicles coming back to dealers with expiring 3-year leases will drop 23% this year to a decade low, according to Cox Automotive. It isn't expected to bounce back until 2027, forecasts show." Now, I don't know if it will bounce back to pre-pandemic levels or some other baseline they're referring to, but this is a general reference you can pinpoint to when the effects of the shortages might start to wear off in a noticeable way. Now, I hope that means used car prices start to go down, but there really is no guarantee of anything. Because right now, when you think about it, the inventory for new vehicles returned to pre-pandemic levels. The price for new vehicles, however, didn't. There is a chance the same thing happens in the used market where the inventory comes back, but the prices don't. So at the end of the day, the used car market is going to be just as overpriced as the new market, and maybe even worse. The best we can hope for right now is that the quality and the variety of the market improves. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Links to the articles are in the description below. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And as always, if you like this video, please click like and subscribe. See you in the next one.